So coming to a junction, and I'm just going to turn left, having a look to the right. I can see a nice big space, so off I go. No rush for this at all. I'm going to hold on the commentary until I get somebody actually visiting. There's no point instructing if nobody's there to listen to it, although that being said, I suppose for the future reference it could be so. What I see ahead of me is a jogger on the right, not really an issue unless he decides to cross. Lady with a little doggy, not an issue. The guy on the left is a little bit more of an issue, but he's not crossing. He doesn't look, you know, if it was like a young kid jumping around, a couple of kids or whatever, then yeah, I'd be get extra eye on him. Clear the lights. Jogger on the left, the biggest danger, you know, they're not really dangers, but I'm here describing the most relevant things that we've got, so let's see. Looks like the cars are moving a little bit. There we go, green lights. So I'm just checking my right door mirror, making sure there's no cyclists or motorbikes are filtering around. Just going to bring my windows up just to another jogger, plenty of joggers out today. Joggers are not really too much of a hazard. Pedestrian hazards are more likely to be the kids. Obviously, if it's raining, then they really do increase these hazards. I'm going to be turning left. Mirror signal. I slow down. Have a good look into the junction that I'm travelling so I can see it's nice and clear. So round we go. Parked cars to deal with. Good view down the road and checking my right door mirror, make sure I'm not being overtaken. Easy as that. So I've got a little pinch point coming up here. I can see a white car approaching on the other side. The white car looks like it's going a bit fast, so I'm just going to slow down and just make sure that I can get back onto my side nice and safely. So they did stop, but the speed that they were going at, it wasn't guaranteed. And so what I did is I slowed down, so at least we're not going past each other at a bigger speed, like a combined speed. Junction looks okay. Nothing untoward so far. More parked cars, just going to check my right door mirror. I can at least get past the first one, right, and I'm just going to hold my line here. There's no point going over if there's nothing to go over for in this situation. Once I'm past here, check my left door mirror and come back over. It just makes life a bit easier. I've left this guy plenty of room as well. It's fine. Slow it down. It's a little bit of a pinch point. I think we've got enough room to sort of sneak through, but it's going dead slow, nice and slow. That's fine. So we have a principle in driving, instructing, and it's less space, less speed. So if you're going through a tighter space, slow it down. got a load of pedestrians waiting to cross, potential for any one of them to just bring it to a stop. Got the car behind me, yeah, she's paying attention. That was pretty quick, but I wasn't quite at my point of no return, so plenty of time to stop. Yeah, I'm good with that. Cyclists approaching from the right now. Good, okay, off we go. Moving into the right hand lane, so I'm going to signal. Just watch out for that pothole there. Bloody potholes, there's hundreds of them. Absolute menace. I'm sticking to the left lane of these two in ahead of me because that's my normal driving lane and it's actually where I need to be anyway. So the best way to think about it is your left lane of the ones going your way is your normal driving lane, and the right hand lane is the overtaking lane. So it's the best way to think about it. So just waiting in a little bit of traffic. There's not a lot to do safety wise here. It's just a case of keeping an eye on cyclists, basically motorbikes, or anybody doing anything daft. This little junction is quite notorious for taxis coming down the left hand side and pushing in at the end, because they can't be bothered to queue with the rest of us. So that's just one little hazard. I've had a few of them over the years doing that. So here we go. Follow this one round, make sure I stick to my left lane. It's so easy to cut over into the right hand lane, but that just causes all kinds of problems. It's easy to just keep driving here. So a bit of a bend coming up, and now I know that there's a junction on my left, so I'm just going to be aware of anybody trying to come out of it. Looks clear, so that's fine. Just have a check on my mirrors, and everything looks pretty safe ahead. Doing anything too crazy. So just gonna have a little mooch along here. It's fine. So I'm just going to change into the right hand lane. So mirror signal. I'm just checking my shoulder, moving over, and that is because I'm going to be turning right at this set of lights. So mirrors signal. Let people know I'm going nice and early. Just going to slow it down, just tuck myself into this little lane here, and I can see my stop line, so I'm just going to bring it to a nice little stop. And again, just keep my eye open for pedestrians basically, and again there's not a lot of danger here. So the left lane's moving off, so it's going to be us next. So generally on crossroads like this, the straight ones go, then the ones going to the right or the left will go after them. So I expect the lights to change in my favour. The only danger here is that on the right, that people jump in the red light so they don't have to wait. Because this is a major crossroads, the wait time is about 90 seconds between the sequence, and here we go. So look at this one on the right, he's jumping it, and then here we go. So there's a red light jumper, and you really have to be aware of them. Now I can see quite a lot of traffic up ahead, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually not going all that way. I'm going to be taking the next road on the left. So I'm just going to let everybody know, signal. Now this is a bus stop, but I'm not stopping on the bus stop, I'm just waiting in traffic on the bus stop. So it's allowed, it's the bus lanes that you're not allowed into. Everything's busy. What time is it? So 3:30. It always gets a little bit busier around this time. It's usually school kicking out time, but this is the Easter holidays, so the traffic's not really school related at the moment. So there's traffic lights ahead. I can just see they're going to green, so I'm expecting these guys to move off, and then it's quite a sharp little left turn actually here, so I'll just have a little look at that. So make sure I keep it on my side of the road as I go in, because you never know what's around there. Easy as that. Pinch point, Just checking my mirrors, making sure that I'm nice and centralised in the middle. So I'm going to come back to my normal driving position. Thank you. And just continuing on down. Round the corner, I'm just leaning over to my right so I can see a little bit more. And every little bit helps when it comes to going around bends like this. And I can see blue signs ahead telling me that it's a one-way system, but possible cyclists coming the other way, so that's fine. So I can centralise myself. I don't expect to see cars coming up here, but hey ho, you never know. I'm going to be turning right here, so mirror signal. I can see me giveaway lines here, so I just make sure that I check both ways. Nice and clear to go, so ease away, no rush. And again, it's a little bit tight. Car oncoming, but I think there's enough room if we both go slow enough and cooperate, which is exactly what's happened. And I'm just going to make my way down this road. Checking my right door mirror as I move out into the middle, keeping it nice and centralised. Checking my left door mirror as I come back to the left. Okay, good. Checking my right door mirror as I move out. I'm just going to tuck in just a little bit into this blue car because I can see oncoming cars and it's hard to assess. It's on a slight bend, so I'm not going to take any chances. That's fine. Right door mirror as I move out. Roundabout ahead, I am going to be turning left first exit. So interior mirror, left door mirror, signal. Slow it down, work on my positioning, and now my obs to the right. I can see I'm nice and clear, so I'm just all the way around. Make sure I keep in my side of the road. And then now that I can see it's clear, I can build up my speed. I'm up to about 28 miles an hour here in the 30 zone, so that's pretty good. Nice and safe, nothing too challenging. The bend coming up, I'd normally be telling my pupils, you know, just ease off your gas a little bit here, slow it down, just in case, because you don't know what's around here. I can see it's nice and clear, so I can make my way a little bit more. So a guy reversing a little bit in front of us is going to be moving off. He's going, what's he going to do? Just making sure that he doesn't do anything daft, because believe me, if it was a full moon, they're likely to do anything, aren't they? So there we go. Potential hazard. This one's on the wrong side there. Thank you. So he just had his wheels over, so he was swinging out into my side of the road so he could turn easier into his junction. Obviously, it's not something that I teach my pupils to do. I'm just slowing it down here. So there is enough room, maybe just a little. Just going to squeeze on through here. I can see there's plenty of room for all of us if we go slow and cooperate. It's fine. If ever you're not sure, just slow right down, and if you need to, just bring it to a stop. You know, you're not here to take chances in driving. You know, the idea is to go through your whole life without any accidents. So coming up to a crossroads, tricky crossroads. I'm just going to be turning left here, so my job's pretty straightforward. So mirror signal. The main thing now, I'm just going to make sure it's proper safe. I can see I'm nice and clear to the right, so I'm committing. Pedestrian in the road. She's got a nice march on, so that's no longer my problem. And I'm going down, so I can see a bus ahead and some cars waiting behind the bus. So the bus is not really going to be an issue to me, because by the time I get to it, they'll have moved off. There's nobody getting on the bus, so I would expect that bus to not even be there when I get there. So I can see the buses moving. Yeah, you probably can't see it from your perspective, but I can just see through all the windows of the cars in front, actually. There we go. So coming to a reasonably major roundabout, you can see already there's a lot of flowing traffic around here. We're turning left first exit, so it's mirror signal. And in this situation, you know, there's three, four, I can already hear beeping over there. There's 3 or 4 cars ahead of me. I'm just going to let them go, and then I'm going to go for my turn. I'm not going to follow anybody out. I'm not going to go on their say-so. I'm going to go on my own say-so. So I'm up to the giveaway lines. I'm going to make sure I've checked properly to the right. There's all kinds of stuff going on here. There's an ambulance coming. I'm just going to wait. I'm in no rush to go. I can see another car. I can see my space here. The cars to my right have just gone as well, so it's easy as that. Okay, so this is a 40-mile-an-hour road. Now, at the very, very end of this road, I'm going to be turning right, so I've got to do a lane change. I'm not going to do it on the bend because that's just asking for trouble again. So I'm going to wait for a space, a nice straight. So here we go, I've got a nice straight here. I need to change lanes, so I'm going to let people know. Mirrors and signal. I've got a nice space now, I'm checking my shoulder. It's nice and clear, so I'll move over. I'm just going to keep speed up because I'm now in the fast overtaking lane, but it's where I need to be anyway. That's fine. I'm pedestrian crossing. I'm just checking for pedestrians. I can see it's nice and clear. There's nobody around, so I don't expect the lights to change. Perhaps sometimes they do because maybe some kids have pressed it and ran off or whatever. You know, again, you can never assume that you know what's going to happen. So at the top of the road, I'm going to be turning right, so I'm moving into the right slip road, so mirror signal. So I'm just easing off the gas now, letting my momentum just take me up the rest of the road here. It's just going to bring me up behind this here red Kia. And again, just leave myself just a little bit of extra room, just in case it rolls backwards, because that's what they do on hill stars sometimes, isn't it? So not a lot of danger around here. The guy rolling backwards maybe. Again, the danger is that, you know, the red light jumpers. This particular light sequencing, it can happen, but it's unlikely. Just on the other side of the junction to the right, there is a little slip road also joining onto the right. You can see the black car's just gone there, and that's the danger. As I turn right, so there's a white car just turning onto the slip road just there. That's the danger for me when I turn right. Obviously, I'll keep an eye open for the cars jumping the red lights coming this way. Here we go. Oh, this guy's already going. There you go. So there's nobody jumping the red light. That's fine. And actually, I can see that there's no oncoming cars using the slip road. But if there were, they'd be coming right from the left, right here, and they're the ones that get you. Just slowing it down. This guy's got his nose sticking out right here. He's a danger. There you go. I've had to swerve around him. I pointed him out, a bit of naming and shaming, but you know what? He knows how long his car is. I just don't think he cares. So I am going to be doing a very tight left junction. So mirror signal. I'm slowing down, just checking my mirror for the guy behind me, making sure he's not getting too close. I've slowed down nice and gently, so he's been warned that I'm doing. He's actually followed me in, actually, so that's that. And I'm just going to follow this road around. That's it. And I'm going to be taking the next road on the right. Now, this road on the right is they come out of here so fast and they really don't check. So mirror signal. Always give it definitely don't cut into a road like this, because when they come up this road, they really do. They fly up and they just come out without even checking. So a car doing a turn in the road in front of me. I'm just going to slow right down. Oh, white car, danger, danger, danger. Watch this. Look at that. Look at that. Cheesy, crazy. Could you believe that? Oh, man. I'll tell you what, that white car behind me, the Mercedes, is one that followed me in from the road. He just came around there so fast. He's just so impatient. I mean, he didn't even think to himself, why am I slowing down? He just went straight round me and nearly had the car that was doing the turn in the road. It just goes to show, you know, people are just crazy driving. You've got to be ever so aware. Can't even believe that, you know. Here we go. So I'm just going to be going around the block. I'm nearly finished, actually, because I'm nearly home. So that's me done. So the idea of this drive is to give you guys an idea of what the instructor sees as he's basically driving between pupils. I'm turning left now, so mirror signal. Get myself up to my giveaway. Let's have a good look left and right. I can see I'm clear. I'm just easing out nice and gently, keeping it reasonably tight. That's it. So coming up to quite a difficult left turn onto a dual carriageway. But what makes it difficult, I'm just signalling anyway, is because it's on a slight hill and a curve, and they come flying around this. You guys can't see it, but to the right here, there's about a 50 or 60 meter vision, and then it's a bend. I'm going off, and that is it. And they come absolutely belting around there on a regular basis. Because what they do is they jump off, there's a set of lights on there, the lights change, and they treat this like some kind of racetrack, this bit of road here. But yeah, so interesting. nearly saw one crash, eh? Okay, so the slip road that I was talking about earlier, I'm actually going to do that slip road myself. So when I was at the crossroads, turning right, saying, you know, that then, you know, the cars of main danger is coming from the slip road. This is the slip road actually from the opposite direction. When I was waiting at the crossroads, I was ahead of us now. So I'm turning left, mirror signal. I slow it down, and we can see the cars coming around from where we was, and these are the cars in front of us, and this is the danger, you see. It's the cars that are here that don't bother waiting for us, even though we have a priority from over the crossroads there. So I'm just waiting. So the white vans come round. The guys on the other side of the crossroads are already jumping on it. They're straight off. I mean, they don't even give you a chance. They're not even bothered that you've got to join onto the main road. I've got a bit of eye contact. Ain't nobody. Yep. Okay. So I needed to get out, so what I did is I gave a bit of eye contact to the guy behind me, and once they saw me eye contact, oh yeah, he was quite happy to wave me out. Getting eye contact with people, it's a good way of connecting with them. It makes sure that they have seen you, and actually, if you're in the right position, you get a bit of eye contact, you know, they're more likely to let you out. If you just sit there sort of staring into space, they're not going to let you out, because, you know, they figure they're just going to be waiting there forever for you. So I'm just doing this super left turn again, super tight left turn. Going to keep it on my side of the road, and thank you very much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you like it, subscribe and watch some of the videos. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these live feeds, and I'm just going to be stopping now because I'm going to be making my way home. So thank you very much. Feel free to leave comments. I'm just going to spin this around so you can see me. So feel free to leave comments. I really appreciate any advice, anything that I could do better. I am thinking of doing some actual live themed lessons. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. It's going to be a couple of weeks. I've got a couple of pupils that would be okay with that. The lessons would be about 45 minutes long. They're going to be unedited and live. And it's going to be themed, like, for example, how to deal with roundabouts or left junctions or such the like. So leave comments if you really want to see a particular kind of lesson, and I get enough comments on that, I will arrange that. I've got a lot of pupils, and you know, we at different levels of ability, and we are you know, or we can usually pick up a themed lesson. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I'm going to say goodbye right now. Cheers.